Yo, what's going on guys, this is your boy Poison the Kami here, me, myself and I back at it again with another video, and today's video I'm going to show you ways to use switch tech in order to defend yourself and to use aggression, to offend and defend. So let's get into it. So the main ways to do switch tech, as mentioned in my tutorial videos, if you want to see my tutorial videos, I have a whole playlist named tutorials on the channels. Go in there and you'll find all of the switch tech tutorials I have done. Anyways, back to the video. So if you want to know how to do those, just check those out. But the different types of switch tech is the chakra dash switch tech. I performed that one wrong. There we go. So there's a chakra dash switch tech. Got a jutsu switch tech there. And then another form of switch tech is actually doing combos. Like so. Doing stuff like that. So those are your ways to switch tech. Now, there are ways to use these all defensively and offensively, and there are hundreds of examples of each one, but I'm going to show you a couple here, how to use it in a fight, and then I'm going to demonstrate to you, me showing this to you in some fights. And also, if you want to see more demonstrations of this, literally just look at any PM I do on the channel. If you look at all my PMs, at all my videos, where I'm actually doing fights like tournament footages, just random PMs that I do versus people on the channel, you'll see that I use this a lot in battle. Anyways, so ways to be aggressive with it is actually by running with your jutsu. Now I say this a lot in my coaching videos, is by running with your jutsu. When I say running with your jutsu, you can do this in multiple ways. You can summon in your support like this and travel with the jutsu like this, stay within the vicinity of it. So if it's a lingering jutsu like the fire bomb, or Madara's great flames where it's like huge and staying in the middle, or Asuma's jutsu, you can stay within the vicinity of it. This protects you. It means you cannot get dashed or anything, or even if they try to throw a jutsu at you, the priority of the jutsu that's lingering will cancel it for you. So be sure that when you have a character like Ino, or you have a character like Asuma or Madara, or any fireball, like even just like Shino, travel with your jutsu and approach with it. That way Naruto is safe when I'm traveling with it, and you'll see that I do this a lot. Another way to approach is actually by doing chakra dashes. Layering and chakra dashes. Now why is that useful? So in case your opponent just accidentally drops their block, or they try to unsafely do something in the neutral game, doing this is the best way to get into them. So doing that is the best way. So I'll demonstrate it one more time. So open themselves up. You can then get in for like a combo, do whatever. Another way against blocking opponents. So against blocking opponents, this isn't too great, like, because you bounce off the block, they can jump away and do whatever. So another way to get around it is doing this. Throw shuriken and to weaken the block. By throwing shuriken and weakening the block, instantly down to red, massive guard break, boom. So this is another way to do it aggressively, to apply pressure and to get into their guard, and to break it, and also to land an attack on them, to land combos, to do like literally whatever else. Another thing that I like to do in the neutral game or whatever is literally just doing stuff like this, just doing that and then following up with more. If your first character actually lands the combo, so if the first character is successful, you can continue up with another character and then form your guard pressure or whatever like methods of guard pressure you have from there. And then you can continue with all this type of stuff. So that's another way to go about it. And then there are ways to grab buffer, so you can do something like that against a blocking opponent that's a bit scared or whatever. That's always like a good way to go about it, but I don't use buffers a lot, as you know. Those are main ways to do it. So let's talk about defensively. So you want to get away from your opponent. How can you do that defensively? Well, I will show you. So just by throwing jutsu out like this, and even switch tech jutsu as well, running within your jutsu, it's a very safe way to be. Now I have it so that like the opponent is always chakra dashing, and I know this isn't a great example, which is why I've actually included fights in this example. But if I actually just have my supports unlimited, you can see that doing support chakra dashes like that meets with the opponent and stops them for you. Doing this is a very helpful tool, as you can see. Something that I do a lot when I'm running away is doing that. Or you can do a setup like this. He wasn't able to escape. But yeah, doing this allows me to get away. and even doing stuff like this. So what I'll do is send them forward and then follow up with a chakra dash. By doing this, it makes it harder for them to close in on you. So this is a very good defensive way of going about it. So, even though the defensive one wasn't the greatest way to explain it, I will now show you the fights that I use. And like I said, be sure to check out this fight right here. Unfortunately, the guy rage quits through it because obviously it was too much for him to handle. He couldn't quite figure it out. But if you concentrate on when I'm doing things like this, and then I'm also doing things like this as well, you know, like moving with the jutsu. So I'll do like a flower bomb or whatever, I'll move with it. In this case, it's like fireballs because I'm using Uchihas or whatever. You'll see how it benefits me and how it's hard for the other person. And like I said, if you want to see other examples of this, guys, literally just go into the channel and just look at my other player matches. You see me do it all the time. If you see the me versus Playco fight, I do it there. If you see me versus other people in PMs, even my tournament footages, you'll see it all there. You'll see a lot of, you know, just a lot of me doing this, just surrounding myself by jutsu, approaching with it, just doing stuff like this. I do that a lot with the Minato Jiraiya team, and you know, and just doing stuff like that is always good. Using switch tech and you know, your resources you get with it to approach with jutsu, being able to approach with a fireball type of move like this to apply pressure and to get into your opponent's guard. Anyways, I'm going to transition onto the video here. As always, it's been your boy Poison Akame. Hope you enjoy. Janet.